Welcome to another episode of Carmelite Quotes, sharing wisdom from Carmel to encourage and inspire. Today's episode is titled Lucia's Unexpected Call. We journey back to May 1991 to a significant meeting between the famous discalced Carmelite nun, Venerable Maria Lucia, and St. John Paul II in Fatima, Portugal. Today's Carmelite quote about this encounter comes from the book titled A Pathway Under the Gaze of Mary, biography of Sister Maria Lucia of Jesus and the Immaculate Heart, which was published in 2015 by the World Apostolate of Fatima. And now, on to our story. In May 1991, St. John Paul II made a pilgrimage to Fatima. Unlike his previous visits, Sister Lucia, the surviving seer of the Fatima apparitions, was not scheduled to attend. She was to remain with her Carmelite community, watching the events on television. But as divine providence would have it, an unexpected call came through on the morning of May 12. Let's listen to the Carmelite nuns of Coimbra tell the story of this remarkable phone call. In 1991, Pope John Paul II returned to Fatima on May 12 and 13. This time, Sister Lucia was not called to attend. She would remain with the community and follow the journey of His Holiness in Portugal on television. But a surprise phone call to the prioress on the morning of the 12th came from the bishops of Leiria and Coimbra, delivering an order from the Holy Father for Sister Lucia to be in Fatima the next day. It is also an exception for a Carmelite to leave the Carmel, but it is also no problem because it does not require much preparation. By late afternoon, Sister Lucia and the Mother Prioress left in the car of Dr. Miguel Barata and his wife. He asked for a police escort, and they arrived in Fatima with haste. The meeting with the Pope was to take place on the morning of the 13th before Mass in the house of Our Lady of Mount Carmel. Sister Lucia and the Mother Prioress arrived before the Pope and were invited to go to the Blessed Sacrament Chapel. They prayed briefly before being told the Pope was coming. He came in and prayed for a short time before the Blessed Sacrament, and with joy and simplicity greeted Mother Prioress and Sister Lucia before heading to the meeting room. In the corridor, several journalists and photographers came forward and delicately asked if they could take some photographs. The Holy Father, noticing how the shepherdess, Sister Lucia, withdrew, she did not like being photographed, took her by the hand and with a gentle smile said, "We have to oblige." Let's reflect on a couple of points from this story. The unexpected call Sister Lucia received underscores a theme central to religious life and Christian spirituality: obedience. Lucia practiced the evangelical counsel of obedience, demonstrating the importance of listening to and responding to God's voice as revealed through the Church. This moment exemplifies how embracing God's will can lead us to profound opportunities for grace and witness, even when it interrupts our plans and expectations. And consider this: St. John Paul II's gentle insistence that Venerable Lucia be photographed with him illustrates the delicate balance between humility and visibility in religious life. This gesture highlights the tension between living a humble, hidden life and the call to be a visible witness to faith. Thank you for joining us today. We hope this story of Venerable Lucia and St. John Paul II inspires you in your own spiritual journey. If this episode touched you, please share it with others. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on Spotify. Special thanks to Sean Beeson for our wonderful theme music, too. And as we close, here's a thought to carry with you. Even the most unexpected calls can lead us to moments of profound grace and encounter. In the spirit of St. John Paul II and Venerable Lucia, may we always be ready to oblige the calls that arise from the needs of the world around us. Blessings from Carmel.